Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I am Vitskugga and tonight we'll be playing some Dungeons and Dragons as we continue Calamity of Australia. I am sorry for the delay, but sadly I worked. Well, not sadly, but I worked and then things got busy afterwards. I got home and then some other changes happened because I was gonna make it a surprise by having our old player Gas rejoin tonight for this session. So I was trying to fix the overlay for it, and it affected the previous overlay as well because I am stupid when it comes to OBS. So yeah, basically I fucked up. Why is the sound not working again? Why is the sound not working again? Well, at least you heard it, but I did not hear anything at all. So I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna do this. Where is it? Here. There we go. And let's see. I'm just gonna use something to see if it plays. Let's do this one. Does not work for me. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Seems like there's a slight delay as well.
Nessa is by far the best character in this game. If she wasn't in, I wouldn't watch it. I endorsed her return.
Of course you do. Well, at least now things seems to be working, except sound alerts as well. Thank you, technology, for working when you should and not working when you shouldn't. Because that's always fun. I definitely needed more delays. I definitely needed it. But there we go. Hopefully that is fixed now. We will find out during the session, I guess. Apparently we're asking Trump if he agrees. We'll find out soon. Someone likes to delay the stream even more, apparently. Hurry up, Trump.
The hopeless nerd asked me, is Nessa really the best? Look, folks, Nessa might be great, but let's be honest, there are a lot of great characters in this game. Just like my tiny hands, there's plenty to grab onto. But if you think she's the best, that's your right. Everyone's got their favorites. Even if they're wrong, just remember there's only one winning character. Just like there was only one winner in that election. And we all know how that turned out. Let's make characters great again.
Yeah. Sure, you say so. Well, it seems like sound alerts is not working at the moment. I can't be bothered with it at the moment either. But we'll look that up some other time. Let's just focus on tonight's game before we delay until the next morning. Like I said, overlays didn't work, so now Gas is back. And he was supposed to be joining later on during the session, but since I fucked up the overlays, he gets to join immediately. And we also have a new player joining us today. Sadly, she's not on cam, but she's with us in our hearts and in her voice. So that's good enough for me. Remember that you can spend your channel points to affect the outcome of the game, giving them nat 1s, nat 20s, advantage, disadvantage, healing potions, resurrect someone who died decision and decision only, or give them a wild magic search on the next spell cast, or give them a random magical treasure. Who knows what it could be. But with that said, I think we should get into the game and say hi to the players. Remember that the music you'll be hearing is also made by Kevin MacLeod from the free packs of the Roll20. There's also some from Tabletop Sounds, I think it's called. So yeah, that's also a thing. But with that said, we shall get into the game before I grow older. So let's get into it.
Correct.
I hear voices.
Hi.
Let's see. There we go.
But I mean,
now
if
we have
we're
the
talking
overlay
about the
fixed as
most
well.
beautiful lady, we have Joe here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're all beautiful. Everyone.
Don't lie.
I'm
I mean,
never
look
lying.
At the dog. Look at that dog.
Yeah, look
That's
at Pippa.
beautiful.
She is pretty. But yeah, as per usual, one the players get to do a recap of last session. If they do it properly, they get a point of inspiration that they can use to re-roll and roll during the game. Who wants to be the one who does the recollection of last session in most
Not
marvelous
it.
sense as possible?
I did it last time, not it.
We went on about 2 cities here.
Yeah, there wasn't that much we did, right? It was
No.
more rolling.
There was a storm. We all had lots of saves to do during the storm. I think a ship was pulled under by a kraken during the storm.
Yeah, started with quartermaster announcing that someone had sabotaged a lock and wanted that person to get in front. Tell them before the night was over or in before the morning. Noel slipped a little note, said we were going to talk to him. She was arguing with the noble couple whose room was sabotaged. And then Rickon went there to talk to them, smooth things over a bit. Meanwhile, Noel slipped away downstairs, fixed the lock. Rickon had a lovely talk with the couple and made sure the quartermaster could slip away.
Yep.
They talked. Afterwards, she went downstairs, found Noel, had fixed the lock, and was offered a bribe not to tell the couple anything, and to, what I say, and be through the person overboard. Belagar found a cook that was what was called Bugbear, and almost made an enemy, and got thrown a cleaver. And then he knows that the cleaver returned. The fucking Bugbear was a warlock.
I think Stoffel licked a noble lady.
Oh yeah. Stoffel went downstairs to meet Rosie and licked her in the face.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Quartermaster afterwards went out, talked with the party, and made sure they with Rickon and made sure everybody would behave the rest of the voyage, and where they could do some training, sword fights and stuff in the front of the ship, but be careful about some rope. Then there was a week with training and everything happened. Then there comes a storm. Some people almost fell overboard. Two people got very seasickness and exhaustion. Null had some divine intervention from, I think Nessa might have done something. And Null and Belegar saw a ship getting dragged down by a kraken and was really happy that it wasn't them. And I believe we might be an hour away from Sudecia.
Yeah, sounds about right. So you can add a point of inspiration for that.
Yep, thank you. Didn't have that. Everybody did the roles. I believe Marber might have his to do if you haven't done them.
Yes.
And we haven't leveled up yet, and we are waiting for it. So everybody is level 4 still.
We haven't done anything to level up, so.
Why does that stop to anybody?
I mean,
unless nearly falling into the ocean counts, then Cat is on
we
a
are
good
doing
path.
a milestone XP based thing that the DM keeps track of.
Yep. I'm keeping track on it. Don't you worry.
Yeah, and I asked once.
If we leveled up on experience during Vitz's campaign, would be level 10 already, probably, just from the monsters he's already thrown at us.
If we were gonna do XP, I was gonna play a chaotic evil character and burn the forest down.
I
I've
mean,
had
You
players
sure
do
you
that,
need
and
me
they're.
here?
I mean, my partner plays a lawful neutral character who nearly burned the forest down.
Whoopsie.
whoopsie.
A burning hand sets fire to a forest. He then emptied a lake on top of the forest, put it out,
It would work.
using arcane gates.
Barbecued fish?
That's what Terrace's character was wondering about. Not if they put out the
Terrace.
fire, but how many cooked fish they would get.
I respect Terrace.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah. So, let's first start with you, Marber. On this journey, first you were spending a week, relatively peaceful. Was nothing really of action happening except possible minor conflicts with some of the passengers, but overall you managed to calm everything down, and Null managed to get out of trouble. So
Did he hotbox the entire ship?
I don't believe he did, but he might have affected some on the ship constantly. So that's always a possibility. So what have you been doing during this week? You've been learning things, talking about things.
I believe that Rickon and Marva have been playing Dragon Chess every morning, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Rickon keeps trying to poke and figure stuff out.
Yep. So, Rickon, you can roll me an investigation, actually, just to see what you managed to figure out from Marbert.
Investigation. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. 15.
15. What would you say he's finding out with that 15, Marbert?
um, I would probably go into a bit of Marber's history, why he became a cleric of Eldath, which would be to do with his dad getting Scale Rot, and which is an incurable disease for Dragonborn. But somehow Marber managed to, using his healing powers that he didn't know he had, heal his father, in which he then heard the voice of Eldath commune with him. He would then tell him how, growing up in his city, he would help people, and how he became a student of Eldath in Draconia. He would tell him about some of his adventures spreading the word of Eldath. And would, if anyone else was listening, would obviously tell about them adventures, because anything to do with Eldath would bring more followers to the cause, would obviously be a good thing. He'd probably play on it a bit and tell people how, like, he was a savior in some of them, and how, like, there was almost a hair between him and death itself. A flair for the dramatic. With that check, I would probably say that Rickon would find out that Rodrin was killed by ogres, but not how bad it was. And Marble would then go on to tell him how he spent the next 30 years trying to find ways to bring him back. And that he then went on to a temple in Adlestoff, and that's where he's resided for the last 10 years.
Yeah. That's about right. Anything else?
So was it in a war that he was killed by ogres?
It was just a random adventure. Another one of their random adventures.
Does Marbar hold any ill will towards ogres?
No more than anyone else who's seen that.
No more than anyone else who would have seen that. So he does. Is that what you?
He tries not to, as Eldath's teaching teaches peace, and he doesn't automatically disdain upon them, but won't always jump to trusting them straight away.
There's not a huge fan.
No.
And do I need to roll a check to try and tune in with
Rodrin?
As I said, I've been trying to do that.
I guess
on the side, just trying to.
I guess an Arcana
Get 'em all.
check would be the best. Or a persuasion check, actually.
Well, it doesn't matter. I roll shit. Even with persuasion, that'd be a 4. So it doesn't matter. Yeah. I guess Rodron's keeping to himself.
He is. You can sense that he's observing you, but he seems to not really be willing to get close to you at this moment, at least.
I see that as a win. He's scared of me. That's what I see as.
Or he's biding his time.
You never know. But yeah. And Marber, you were also trying to learn a language, I believe. And teaching a language.
I was trying to teach Draconic to Cass while also trying to learn Sylvan in return.
Yeah, so could you roll me an intelligence check?
I can certainly try. I didn't learn fuck all.
Yeah, that was not the most optimal roll. So basically, what's your intelligence modifier? 2. So you are. You have 7 weeks. Oh, you have 8 weeks to learn. That's 1 week. Roll me a d6. With disadvantage, I guess. So roll me 2 d6. So 4 then. So okay, you have 6 more weeks to learn Sylvan. You're struggling kinda the same way that Cass was struggling with Draconic. So I guess it's a mutual exchange.
We're just shit teachers.
Yeah.
Shit teacher and shit learner.
But you're at least getting some progress. And I believe you were trying to get some feats.
Yep. I can imagine me trying to teach Cass and Cass going, and I'm like, how dare you say that?
I think they just taught each other swear words.
I mean, that's usually the first thing you learn, right?
My mother was not a elf.
Mine was though.
Oh.
Marbor,
Worse.
you're a Darahar.
Yeah, I was trying to get some feet.
Yes. So, since everyone got spent a lot of nat 20s all session long, I decided to give you one. And I believe you used it on one of your feet, right?
Yeah.
And you got 1 feat, right? Didn't you? If I recall correctly from our conversation. I think with your rolls.
I think I've still got to roll the other part of that. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, because I've got to roll for my nature.
Yep.
Da, 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 da. Yeah, you'll have to tell me what I need to roll, but I need to roll something for all of it.
Which
Yeah.
feat?
So
Which
for
one?
nature. If I want proficiency in nature, I'd have to roll for that, but you didn't actually specify what.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh, here we go. Cross the fingers, people.
Yeah.
Do I burn the inspiration that's been sitting there? Go for it.
Do it.
That's better.
That's a bit better. So with that, I'd say roll me a d8.
For fuck's sake!
All right. So you have 6 weeks left on that.
Not too much nature on a ship.
I mean, there's a lot of nature on the ship.
Okay.
Like you have the ocean where you can study nature, the weather, waves, the water, the wind. A lot of things you can study nature with on the ocean.
I'm too busy healing Noel and Rickon who are training all day.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, that was in nature. And for the feats, which feat were you going for? You were going for Shadow Touch, right?
Yes.
And
which is the one I was using the Nat 20 for.
Yeah. And did you roll for that one? Like the days?
No, I haven't rolled anything.
Okay, so in that case, which attribute are you going for? Wisdom.
Wisdom.
In that case, roll me a wisdom check.
Let's get all the shit ones out now, shall we?
So
didn't you say you used a nat 20 on this?
Oh yeah, wait. I'm stupid. You're supposed to roll a d7. D7. Alright, so okay. That's actually just enough. You get shadow touched.
The cleric gets shadow touch, not the rogue.
Yeah.
Or the thieving wizard. That's funny.
No, the thieving wizard is going for fey touched.
Yeah, when
Cleric's got
that
shadow touch, so he can get certain things.
And then there was one more, right?
Yeah, observant.
All right. So in that case, roll me a wisdom check. 10. All right. Roll me a d7. All right. So, let's see, that would be. Okay, so 7, 6, 5, 4. So you have 4 weeks left on that one.
Okay.
Was there anything else you were doing during the
Nature because of herbalism.
Yep.
Shadow touch, observant, language. No, I believe that's everything.
All right. And then I want you to make a con save because after the first week, there's a huge storm for an entire week. Not a Constitution check. It's a Constitution saving throw.
We're going for the really shit rolls tonight.
Yes. So you have 3 points of exhaustion. Welcome back.
Disadvantage on ability checks, speed halved, and disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
as it means to go on.
And it was a deck saver, left, right.
Oh yeah, deck save as well.
Let's see if we fell off.
Oh, but that one's fine. That one. Cool.
You didn't fall overboard.
So you didn't fall overboard. So that's always good news. So yeah, that was your 2 weeks.
A perception check also.
Oh yeah,
I think.
Yeah, for
Perception
the
check.
Kraken.
Yeah, for the Kraken.
Yes.
Right, was this perception before the Constitution or after?
Before.
I think it was a normal one.
Yeah, it's a normal one. Yeah. So in the storm, you basically see in the distance a large ship being pulled down under the sea by tentacles that are larger than the ship itself. Just for a brief moment between the waves and thunderstorms and waves and rain and all that good stuff. But at least it wasn't you and your ship. It was someone else unlucky to end up in its grasp. But after that week, eventually, you found yourself outside the storm and the rain, and you see in the distance a massive, beautiful desert city. Where there's a large harbor and plenty of ships. You can see there's a lot of life far off in the distance, but it's still maybe an hour away. And that's where we're gonna continue the session. So, as you're getting closer, you can feel the warmth, the heat of the sun. And it's nothing you're noticing at first since you're at the sea, but as you're getting closer, the heat is getting warmer and the air's getting drier. It's eventually getting slightly hard to breathe because of the heat. And it's pretty uncomfortable. You're starting to sweat. And you realize you have come to probably some place that is equally hot as hell itself. And that's where you have arrived. But as you're getting closer, you notice that Nathi basically flies off from the ship towards the harbor. Gliding into the docks. And we are gonna jump over to our new player. Lilith, would you describe how your character looks?
Ladies and gentlemen, you will see a massive Leonin female. Blackest fur you can ever imagine. White, flowy, long, fluffy hair. Stripes at some part. Silvery eyes. And just imagine all the copper and gold you can imagine covering this body. With feathers and all sorts of ornaments. And the biggest axe you ever seen. Because she's 6'7".
Yeah.
And she just has a smile on her face.
So, as you're standing near the docks, you can see in the distance a ship that you have been knowing is about to arrive. And you see a very familiar figure gliding in the air in your direction. And it's of course Nathi, your friend that you once saved. And she's coming to see her greatest friend.
And she will just open her arms, and you can see this big ass Leonin just opening up for bear hugs.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a predator just embracing the prey just to eat it. And it's not really what's happening as you are getting...
For fuck's sake!
You're getting hugged as she's crashing into your arms and just giving you a warm hug and says, Jenny, how you doing? How's it going?
You know, Papa is still mad at my youngest sibling for not being all that I want to smash everything.
Well, that's understandable.
You know how Papa can be.
Yeah, I don't want to be close to that. So...
Neither do I.
Anything
How's
new?
the travels? I see there's... How's the travels? I see there's only... And she just looks over to the ship. Only one ship this time. What happened, pirates?
Well, we basically got hired by the dockmaster in Edelstaff, and they wanted to have us commandeering this ship, basically, after the previous owners died from a zombie plague. So...
Oh, you didn't bring any of that shit over here, did you?
No. I heard rumors there were some over here though, but I We didn't bring them.
Don't speak so loud of that. You know the Sultan is hearing everything. And since it's his anniversary soon, we can't have that going around.
I mean, true. Well, we are transporting quite an interesting bunch of people. Funnily enough,
Anyone's
named
head I need
almost. Huh?
Anyone's heads I need to bring somewhere.
Well, you probably don't want to bring just their head. You probably want to bring all of them with you alive and well, because they are very nice people and they are sort of trying to. Actually, I don't really know what they're doing, but they're looking for something and they need sort of a guide or someone who can help them around in Sidicia, and also I believe they're going to my home place, Amisanga Youngles. And seeing as you are very capable, I thought you'd probably be their best chance of survival.
She will just like push her away, holding her like a cat.
Yeah.
We have talked about this. Don't give me jobs without asking me first.
It's not a job, because you're not getting paid. By me, at least.
That's even worse.
Well, the kind of business they are doing, however, is very lucrative and basically see it as sort of life-saving ish. Maybe you can be a hero like you were to me. Or you still are, so.
We have talked about this, and she hugs her again.
I know, we talk about a lot of things.
Yes, but we have also talked about I'm not a hero. I accidentally smashed in your master's face. I found you.
I see that there's nothing else than heroic to me. You can call it whatever you want.
So what are these people like?
Well, you have like this one dude that is sort of a noble, big shot, but he doesn't want to be recognized as a noble, I think. He got a bit poopy when the quartermaster decided to sort of mess around with him. And then you have this really adorable, senile old dragonborn. He's really cute. He's a priestly guy. And then you have this very charming odd fella, half elf, one of those wizardy types. Very, very, very charming. So I'd be careful about that one, actually. And then there's the grumpy dwarf with his honey badger. I guess you could use that as an emergency ration in worst case if you're in the desert, but I think he'd be pissed about it. So I probably not mention that it's emergency rations to him. Otherwise, he might be offended.
Did you say he was a dwarf?
Yes.
He'll be fine if I just throw him far enough.
Or you can give him some alcohol. He seems to be very into alcohol.
Well, I can give him some alcohol and then throw him.
That also works.
I like the joke, throw a dwarf in every fucking campaign.
You have
Ouch,
to have
well,
that.
Yeah.
In Yen's defense, she's throwing everything that's smaller than her.
True.
Right, she's everyone except Marbor.
Yep.
Yep.
Depending.
Am I taller than or about the same size?
How tall are you?
1 second.
1, 2.
Oh,
I had to
Can we
load up my
bring in
character
my
sheet again. I was sorting
backup?
some stuff out.
she. It's gonna be adorable next to that thing.
6'8".
Hmm?
Marbor
6'8".
is just taller.
Yeah, just one taller. She's 6'7".
Am I the tallest in the group then?
Yep.
Yep.
And yet I probably walk with a hunch.
People don't realize that you're tall then until you actually stretch.
Until I do the like Gandalf the Grey in the Hobbit whole like you're baby.
Yeah. Something like that.
So an interesting group, you say?
Yeah. There's also one that can change, or he's changing looks. I think he's one of those changelings.
And she will just hold her in one of her hands, go down in her back, basically rummaging through, taking all of her wanted posters up and start looking. Does any one of these look familiar? This one? Maybe this one? We also have that one.
No, but I don't know if I've seen all his forms or her forms. I can't really tell. Is the one or the other or both or neither? I can't really tell. But basically,
Oh, it could be wanted.
the only thing I think I know, I can't confirm, but seems to have someone he knows that knows everything dirty about anyone, anywhere, at any place and any time. And I'm not sure if I like that or not. And I'm not sure what he/she is. I believe he thinks he is official of the Brunetian kingdom. But I can't really tell at all. But
And
they're
she would
not
just
bunch.
stuff all her wanted posters back.
Oh. They also have a really large displacer beast as a pet. It's fucking cool.
Can I throw it?
I don't think you can. I think it's bigger than you. However,
Darn it.
apparently, I think actually the wizard type person is the pet and the displacer beast might be the master. I'm not sure. But I think that's how it's working at the moment.
Ah, so we have our master kissed. Great.
You've forgotten the best character of the group. I'm sad.
Oscar.
Yep. Oh, they also have a dog. Very cute, very drooly, and also very untrained.
Can I throw that thing? If that thing barks at me, I'm gonna kick it to the moon.
I'd recommend not doing it because the owner of said dog is a noble, and dealing with nobles is usually not productive.
You know I don't like nobles.
Nobody likes nobles unless they are noble. But even then, if you're noble, you also don't like nobles because usually nobles backstab other nobles. So I guess no one likes nobles, not even nobles themselves. Except if they're thinking about themselves. They like their mirror image, maybe.
I think they like their money.
Money, power, things, goods, slaves.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, indeed. but they should be arriving soon. So
you want me to be overly welcome to this bunch?
well, you don't have to be overly welcome, but I think they need a friendly hand that can guide them and help them out, because they are kinda meh looking. I feel like they need someone strong with them. And also they said that they were gonna join the rebellion.
On the ship?
Yeah, they are crazy.
Did someone hear them?
I mean, basically the dwarf walked around and said, "We joined the rebellion," to every one of his friends. And
she will just stuff her mouth or her hand over the whole face of this bat and be like...
So, they might be batshit crazy. Or...
that comes from the right mouth.
Well, technically from the ass, but yeah. Or they are very, very strong, and they don't really fear any consequences from that. Or they don't even know what they're talking about.
I'll be the judge if they're strong or not.
Yeah, I haven't seen their strength. We didn't get any trouble. Although I did see a kraken, the largest one I ever seen actually, and it pulled down a ship. Not ours, luckily, but you never know. So.
No, I saw there was one less ship. I was wondering about that actually.
Well, that wasn't our ship, but some poor merchant or pirate ship, maybe. I don't know.
As long as it's not one of my informants, it's fine.
Yeah. I'm not going down. If something pulling us down, I'm climbing up the mast and gliding away as far as I can and swim.
Good plan.
Yes.
Now let's see when this boat comes so I can judge these people.
Yes.
And maybe throw someone.
Yeah. She climbs up on your shoulder and basically pats you on the head and says, "Forward!" and points in the direction of the docks.
She will just raise an eyebrow looking at her.
"Forward, my trusty steed."
And she will just speak in Leonin as she walks, like, "Why did I have to punch that exact noble person in the face?"
Hey, I heard that.
I care so much about you, but call me a steed once again and I'm throwing you back on the ship.
I'll consider.
And she will walk toward the dock again.
Yep. So you arrive at the docks, and you are basically arriving just as the ship is landing, so to speak. And you see several different kinds of people coming in, some nobles, some commoners. You see a Sudesian merchant you have seen, you don't really know his name, but you've seen him.
She'll just nod at the people she knows and look very, like, smally pissed at everyone else.
Yep. And eventually, you see this very spectacular group of people. And so, let's go around the team and see if you could describe your characters as you're walking down the gangplank.
Rickon, you're first as the noble.
Yeah, Rickon has changed his attire, so he doesn't look like a noble anymore. He's changed it to the Sedusia clothes that the butler got him. So it's kind of rough desert clothes. He still has like this red scarf around his top, probably because of the cape he had. I'm guessing the butler just saw that and thought, oh, he wants something, just like a weight on his shoulder or something like that. So he's got this red scarf around his shoulder. These brown garments that go across his body downwards, white and black wrapped gloves. He's got his katana on his side, as he's kind of got his hand on his hilt, as he's not sure what to handle. He has black hair, his ears are slightly pointed as a half-elf, and he obviously has his signature red scar across his face from the night of his parents' fire. He's... Yeah, I'd say he's just got a kind of a wary expression. He looks quite refreshed though. He doesn't look tired from the journey or anything like that. Cute, exhausted wizard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Cass is.
He keeps looking back to Cassie
Yeah.
to make sure he's not falling off the gangplank.
Cass is using his quarterstaff to make sure he doesn't actually fall into the harbor, because he is 1,000% done with everything that has to do with ships and just wants to get off this bloody boat. Signature.
Huge bags under your eye.
Yeah, bloodshot eyes, bags under his eyes, a very happy-looking blue gecko sitting on his head. But he has also changed into the clothing that was provided for him. Instead of this normal long vest and belt, he's wearing like grayish, beige, loose-fitting clothing, like linen pants, linen shirt. Still with the belt, because that's where his spellbook hangs from. And hair is mussed, and he's just looking at everything as if it has personally offended him. As he's making his way down.
Making my way downtown.
Yeah. Just walking with the quarterstaff. Just halfway sleeping as he's walking down the gangplank.
Ace is passing, I'm homebound. I could not finish it.
Yep. Well,
You next person.
Null, describe your character. Whoever you are at the moment.
Yeah, just in case you don't know, behind right there is the current form all the time, just so it's easier for everybody to keep track. We had some problem before.
Yep.
Walking down as almost looks like a noble woman, long blonde hair, blue grayish eyes, almost a corset type dress with some short sleeves. Like, we can do it like that so everybody can see easier.
Mm-hmm.
And while walking, you can see the hair flowing, because one hand using mage hand to fan it, and the hair just, it's a little bit hot, and you can see on the breath that almost like cold air comes in contact with hot air. She doesn't sweat as much, like walking around and using keeping control on Cassie. and making sure his staff always hits the floor right and not slip. Because 2 invisible mage hands at the same time. Without components. Come on.
Yeah. So, Belagar, describe your character if you will.
Well, you can see 2 figures walking down the plank. One of them is essentially a bundle of equipment with wearing leather and chainmail armor, and a blue cloak covering his back and his head with a hood, with a big round shield on his back and a crossbow, and a warhammer on his right side and a battle axe on his left. Walking and at the same time talking to the biggest honey badger you've ever seen. And both of them are looking so damn pleased with finally getting off the ship.
Finally finding something stony.
Yes, solid ground.
Yeah. Marburn, describe your character.
You will probably see at this point a very tired, white-scaled dragonborn in white vestments of Eldath, as he never seems to change his. All he does is just replace them. And he's currently looking at putting his veil over his face because he's in a new place that wouldn't necessarily know or like who he is. But you can tell he's got a long snout and he's kind of huddled over as an old man would be, kind of holding his staff as he walks down onto the earth again after a week of hell.
Yeah. Sounds about right. And behind them all, you see this really large displacer beast walking down and seemingly not aggressive towards anyone at the moment.
So Yen will look over this group and basically pinpoint who is who by her friend's description, not understanding how this one of the people are supposed to be very charming when he looks like hell.
She says, well, they didn't take the storm very well.
Land rats.
Yes, all of them.
Mine doesn't look like a noble. So I'm probably confused her as well.
Can you tell he's the noble kid by how he walks?
Give me a perception or insight, your choice.
Can I hear from Noel? Remember, straight back.
Nobody
nope. But she is pointing it out, however. So, he's, like I said, he's currently trying to hide that he's a noble, so he doesn't really look like one.
Is that why he has his clothes the wrong way?
Yeah.
Making up bullshit. I know to put on fucking clothes.
She will walk up to the noble kid, as she will call it from now on.
Oh,
you're having the sash the wrong way, boy.
Boy.
If you don't want to make Sultan mad, get it the right way. You can lose your hand for less than this in this city.
that? And I just like shift the shaft around. I'm like,
Thank you. My friend here has told me you need a guide.
I wasn't aware we were hiring.
Neither
Well,
was I,
it
and
was-
she will smile very angrily.
You see, Nathias.
Marlborough at this point, being very tired, is just gonna like look at Cass and be like, "Is this one of your teacher's doings at this point?"
Hell if I know.
I see that you didn't take it to the sea.
If I never see a sea again, that will be too soon.
Well,
Don't sound around then.
this is a harbor town, sadly.
Yeah. Airship is much more comfortable travel.
I've never been in an airship during the storm.
But welcome to Sedesia.
Thank you.
And, and she will lean into everyone and be like, and speak of a rebellion, and you will be dead within 1 minute.
You can't be telling the truth.
And she will just like slap her hand on top of this guy's head and be like, you will be dead in less than 30 seconds.
Ah, that's not the truth, that either. You know why? Because you're lying.
Well, you should you should be careful.
I have lived here my whole life. I am quite aware of the ruler here. And he will have his anniversary in 3 days.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? I look at the others. Who's been talking about rebellion?
I heard. And she will look up at her shoulder, or a whisper of one of my friends, that you have been talking about this on the ship, letting people know. They will not mention it because they would gladly still have the head attached to their body. But I'm telling you this as a fair warning. Mention it again, and you're dead.
I haven't mentioned it in the first place.
Good
I'm glad
boy.
I gave us
That's a good boy. You understand it.
Who's been mentioning it?
And she will look up at her shoulder again. I believe it was a dwarf.
Yeah, she points at Belgar.
Belgar, why is it always you?
Again, I thought I told you.
Don't get me wrong. And she will just make sure that no one is listening. There's a lot of things that is questionable here. But choose the wrong words at the wrong time, and no one will miss people like you. But I've given you your warning. I see that most of you are tired. And she will especially look at the poor wizard. And she will look over to the Dragonborn and kind of like look at him a bit weirdly while he has a hoodie on and like the hood up. Is it
All you
warm?
can see through the vestment is like a little glow from his pipe suddenly go.
If you're concerned about people not approving of anything, you should be quite aware that most of the people living here are beasts. We do not judge. Whatever you are.
Belgar looks down at Stoffel and says, I hope it's an underground movement, so we can finally be amongst decent people again.
And she throw this guy in the sea!
Marlborough at this point is just gonna like lift his hood off and hand Cass the pipe as if to say, go on, you're gonna need it.
Cass just looks at the pipe, looks at Barbara, and I appreciate it, but if I use that, I'm gonna fall asleep where I stand. Not a good idea.
Well, I've given you your warning. I will not take responsibility of whatever happens. And she will look at the dwarf. You. But you want an establishment to sleep in, perhaps?
Yes.
Well, there are a few inns. Sadly, most of them are packed. Most merchants and stuff come here for the anniversary because lots of money to be made. And of course, guests of the Sultan. Pharaoh Sultan, to be correct. Well,
Pharaoh Sultan, right. Well, we're not really here to meet up with the Sultan or anything.
and she will just look at the boy with an eyebrow up, being like, yeah, he wouldn't see people like you.
Good. I don't want to see him. So we'll... What's wrong?
Watch your tongue, boy.
And...
I'm gonna whisper.
Really should stop calling me boy.
I'm gonna whisper to Cass and be like, I like her.
I like her too. I would like a roof and out of like shade more though. Ma'am, Miss whatever. I don't know who you are.
I usually don't present myself. I am so sorry. I usually, what do I call it? Apprehend people. And she will look at the dwarf like you.
Belagon will look at Cass and say, I mean, we've already got one ill-tempered kitty. I don't think we can afford another one, lest you take care of this one too.
I'm more suggesting a swap, but will wait when I can actually think straight.
Are you a litter trained?
I am Yensha.
I suppose someone needs to have that name. You have my sympathy.
She will throw him in the fucking docks. I am not joking. She will throw him. She will pick him up and throw him.
Roll me an athletics check. And are you resisting, Elgar?
Yes.
In that case,
when she goes towards him to grab him, I'm gonna push Belgar back. Are
okay.
you resisting that?
No, I'm not resisting that one.
So we get 5 feet back.
Yeah.
You hear like rumbling in the chest, like when a lion is agitated.
Oh, if that's how you wanna play, Stoffel. Make
Oh,
good
for
on
the
your
love.
words.
Stoffel, if you make that badger scream in a public place, I swear to God, I will chuck you out of the group.
I have such a headache right now. Can we not with the screaming?
While all this is going on, Marba's gonna walk off from the group and go and find a chair somewhere.
Cass gonna join. Just
so
wanders off.
could everyone make a wisdom saving throw with advantage, please?
Except the Dragonborn and the Wizard.
Yep, normal for us.
Yep.
Wisdom.
And Belgar doesn't have to since he's used to it by now.
Yeah.
I think we're all used to it by now.
16.
It's a different kind of used to.
I've got a 22 even though.
Well, seems like everyone actually made it. So, you are not afraid, but you feel a tinge of like, Jesus, what the fuck was that? Kind of sensation from the badger. Like, what the hell? That scream is terrifying, but not that terrifying. But
Sort of get the message.
yes.
So this thing is trying to scare her.
Yes.
She
Me
will
and
use
Cass.
Dauntless Roar back at everyone who's close by.
Me and
Fine
Cass are-
close by.
Me and Cass are on the
10
page
feet
one,
of
staring
her
at my
will
palm
hear
at this
her
point.
roar.
Okay, 10 feet. We're fine, Marber.
Yeah, Noel,
We're probably sat
when
on the
that happened,
bench
Noel
just
went
passing
also
my
next to you and bara,
Yeah.
I can't stand that fucking badger anymore. But he had 2 nat 20s in a row against him at least.
So I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Except the people who is far away.
And that badger is gonna have to make a strength saving throw because I'm pushing it towards Leonen.
One moment.
And it's what the hell is the save on
8.
that? Ability modifier is
20.
intelligence, so 8 13.
I just want to point out, I got rid of all the shit rolls. Okay, so everyone getting nat 20s now. That's
What
thanks
did you
to
need me to roll?
Strength save.
Strength save.
Yeah, on Stoffel.
Yeah.
She's not budging.
No, not her. On the badger.
Yeah.
The badger had to roll it.
Let's see. Yeah, strength 13 plus 1. So, 1 moment. Or.
I like it. Telekinetic feat. It's fun.
16.
Okay, here it says.
Well, who else is close by and needs to not be afraid of her?
Well, it says within 120 feet.
You need to do a wisdom save for the badger, by the way.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, then I'll just make one for the. What's on? 13 isn't bad. What was the limit?
Let's see, 8 plus my constitution, so 8 plus 6.
So 14 then.
Badger is scared.
I think he's a bit tired from the ship.
So basically, Stoffel is very surprised by this loud roar and instantly runs behind you, Belligor, and is covering and shaking in fear.
What? And Belligan looks at the lioness and says, "Oh, that's it. You don't scare him that way. Now it's personal."
I will personally pay everyone if you stop shouting.
You will see her ear twitch as she hears pay. And she will just ignore the dwarf completely and walk away.
Hey, sling your bloody hook.
Now, calm down, little dwarf. We have lots to do, or well, you have, and this is your guide from now on, because I can't protect you over here, or I'm gonna become a slave again, and I don't want that. So, I would prefer if you make sure that you try to listen to Jenny, and try not to kill each other, please. And she whispers, and if you're joining the rebellion, she is probably your best way to find it.
Without losing your heads, and she will walk over to the wizard. I'm sorry for that display. I don't like being pissed off. But I believe neither do you.
I'm normally a very patient person, but I haven't slept in about 4 days.
Well, as I told you guys earlier, most of the taverns are sadly taken, but I do know a few that still has some room. Depending on how much gold you have, of course. Some of them can be more expensive.
I'm fine with a roof, shade, and something not the ground to sleep on.
Then I believe the sleeping Sphinx is one to your liking.
During this interchange between the two of them, all you can hear from Marba next to him is...
Huh?
That should probably wake him.
And she will just like kind of like pat him on the head, like, wake up, wake up.
No, we do it like this.
Well, as I said, you have the sleeping Sphinx, you will have a roof over your head for a pretty cheap 2 silver pieces. Including breakfast. Though it's a little bit questionable. The drinks are decent, but slightly more expensive here.
After whatever swig the bartender in ale stuff served for cheap, I don't really drink.
When you have the Viper's Kiss, I would say 5 silver pieces per person. 1 extra silver for breakfast. And drinks are cheap, but not quite good quality, if you know what I mean. And then
a good room is better than cheap drinks.
And then you have, of course, the Desert Rose. Though, and she will look over the party, though I don't think you guys will pay 20 gold per person. Not included breakfast, just saying.
No.
So, I would recommend maybe Sleeping Sphinx or Viper's Kiss.
Whatever you recommend, guide.
Please.
If you just want a decent bed with no good drinks, you have Viper's Kiss. If you want the cheapest there is, Sleeping Sphinx. It's a dealer's choice here.
I would vote for closest and that actually has a bed.
Which
But
one is
I'm-
closest?
Yeah, with the best security.
You want security here.
Well, so nobody breaks into the rooms too much.
Well, if you say you know me, at least the assassin or Chief's Guild won't touch you.
And your name is what, miss?
Sorry about that. My name is Yensha Kaladesh. Pleasure to meet you all, but you can call me Yen.
Nice to meet you, Jen. I'm Noel.
Pleasure.
Oh, Casperino's day, but that's a mouthful, so Cass is fine. This is Sapphire, and he points to the gecko on his head.
She will just like pet the gecko. You can tell she's very gentle. Pleasurable little beast.
Yeah, she's my oldest friend.
I like beasts more than people usually do.
I'm Rickon the Scarlet.
Boy.
You can stop calling me boy.
Come here, boy.
When you start acting like a man.
Please,
Well, you haven't even met me yet. I haven't done anything, and you've already started insulting me. What makes you think we'd want you in our group?
And she will point at the bat, and then point at the dwarf.
If the
Do you
dwarf
want
gets
your-
in trouble, he's on his own. Flat out. I'll let you know that, Belagar, straight away. If you get in trouble here, because I know you like to get in trouble, I am not helping you. I am not risking the fate of the freaking world on your antics and your badger's antics. So please don't make your badger scream anymore, unless you want its head chopped off by the guards.
Oh, we usually don't chop off animals' heads if they make sound, but if they do it too frequently and too annoyingly, they do have a tendency to end up on a baguette or something.
Mm-hmm.
Belgar's going to look at Jens and say, well, you're the one who threatened me. He just got scared or concerned. Didn't you, boy?
Good sir, I was just warning you about the fate of what will happen if you insult anyone.
As did he.
Yeah, and he went crawling. Anyway, if you want the closest inn, what is the closest inn, Vets?
Closest inn would be
Of the two mentioned.
Of Sleeping Swings and Viper's Kiss.
Viper's Kiss would be closest.
So, I guess Viper's Kiss there it is. Though the drinks suck, but the rooms are better.
It's fine, I don't intend on drinking.
Well, last time we had a party, everybody got a little pissy.
Can't hold your drinks, eh?
No, someone fed the displacer beast alcohol.
And drugs.
I don't do that ever again.
Clara.
Just saying.
Maba.
Barbara at this point again has just sat there with his pipe in his mouth.
And she will do the same thing as everyone else and just slap him away. Now, if you might follow me, I can get you to the inn. And you will get some good nice rest. It looks like you all need it.
What time is it right now?
Right now it is.
Oh,
It would be-
morning, didn't you say?
Was it the sunrise? Was it the sunset?
Oh,
I
you did
think
describe the sun breaking out from the clouds, but I don't think you said a time.
I don't think you said a
Yeah.
time now.
yeah. So I think we'd go with sunset-ish. So it's the sun is relatively low. Still not too late. Like maybe 5, 6 in the evening. Or afternoon, if you will.
Right. So, Wizard and Dragonborn, we can get you to bed. And I will talk to our guide about...
Now?
No, just when we get to the place. I'll buy you a crappy drink or whatever you'd like, and then we can discuss what we can within the group.
And just a recommendation from someone who lived here. If there's children trying to run between you, make sure you have all your stuff.
Noted. And I'll take my gold pouch and kind of just shove it in. Up top. So they can't reach.
Now, if you might follow me, I will take you to the inn, though I'm not sure about this. And she will look at the placer beast. Not quite sure what they will think of that, though.
No one really does.
It's a deserty place. I'm sure she could keep on the roof.
They better.
Well then, follow me, and she starts walking. But she will pick up the two most tired people if she can. like a mule, kind of.
So I guess that would be Marber and Cass.
Yeah. Cass weighs like two buckets, but I'm not sure about Marber.
Marber is pretty heavy.
The 7-foot dragonborn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wearing armor.
She will pick up the wizard, just throw him over the shoulder. That is still.
See Cass.
19. Oh, wait,
It's no offense. It's
19.
just that it will. It's just that you look a little bit
Dead on my feet.
waggly. I
Yeah.
mean, I could carry you princess style.
This is fine.
And she will take the other hand and like make the bigger guy that she can't carry. Like, will I have something to hold on to?
Just grab his upper arm. He'll probably sleepwalk in the vague direction.
I mean,
Now off we go before it becomes dark. Easier for thieves to snatch things.
And all is walking behind and just pushing with the telekinetic Marber all the time.
yeah. So you start walking in the direction of the Swings Tavern, right?
Yes.
The closest one.
That was the closest.
No, the Viper's Kiss. Yeah.
Yeah, Viper's Kiss.
All right. So as you're walking towards Viper's Kiss, you're walking along the canals, which are quite beautiful. The architecture is really nice, and you can see a lot of the interesting parts of the city. Like every building is in beautiful sandstone or marble, and you can see large towers. You can see a pyramid far off in the distance, and the palace is just disgustingly huge. And you can also see a crystal pyramid at one place as well in the city. And as you're walking along the canal, what is your passive perception?
14.
13.
10.
10.
13.
Oh, fuck it. One moment. I can't open my character sheet for... no. What do you say? Passive perception?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
All right. So, as you're walking, you seem to come to a part where there's small, like, docks in the canal. Like, you can see stairs leading down, and you can see the occasional ship stationed by one of these small piers, if you will. You can see the occasional fishing boat as well. And you come to this place where there's two, you think, warehouses. And you see, like, carriage with a horse standing, and you can see some people loading on some cargo, and you can see someone is currently very angry at someone because there's a barrel that has fallen over with a lot of tomatoes. But at a closer look, you notice that there are not only tomatoes in that barrel, but there are some mysterious bags and also weapons. And they kind of look at you as you're coming up to them. And they say, move along.
Shrug and move along.
Yep.
As you
Don't really have much choice in the matter. Being
as you
carried.
as
Don't
you
see shit.
No.
as you start to move, all of you suddenly see a purple streak of light mixed with silver and black as a very
Paladin, for
familiar
fuck's sake.
feminine figure jumps down from a roof, swinging a sword towards this large armored guy in a battle cry. So,
Batman.
Oh no.
yes, would you like to describe your character?
Okay, so Nessa has this jet black hair with a purple tinge to it. She's wearing this purple, almost what type of armor is it again? I know there was a. Is it scale armor?
Splint, I think.
Splint, yes. Purple splint armor with a shield on a left wrist, which is strapped on like Captain America style, you know, like, and a gigantic sword in her right hand.
Yeah. As you're coming down from the roof, the armored guy takes a step back and basically blocks your strike and says, "You really can't give me a break, can you?"
You know why I'm here. You know why I cannot give you a break.
I think you definitely could give me a break, cause I'm fucking tired of you, and if you keep attacking me like this, I will kill you. Seeing as you're here, I might as well do it right now.
Oh, try me.
Oh, I will.
I sigh and I look at the others and go, "We're getting involved."
You can see Yen just turning, looking at you like, friend of yours?
Yes, friend, and a paladin as well. So this is gonna get interesting.
You might as well put me down.
And she will just look over at the poor wizard and put him gently down, being like, there you go.
Marva under his breath is going to be like, "She's no friend of mine."
He still lives on.
You guys have an interesting group, I must say.
So, at that point, I want you guys to roll initiative, but you're just gonna take a tiny break because I need a toilet. So we'll be back in 3 minutes ish.
If we're gonna roll initiative, we might have our token so we can put.
A boo.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Oh yeah, you need a turn tracker. You need the turn tracker because we can't.
We'll do that during the break. So be right back then.
Don't do that to me! What?
Oh, it scared the hell out of me.
What?
Viewers. I have more than Tavin. And it's my first stream. Wait, I have 5 viewers. I wouldn't think... Actually, how the hell did this tree get up here?
Yeah.
I don't know how to clip either, so yes, can you clip that?
Let's know.
Okay. It's.
So,
Fabula, the originally.
You are roughly around 60-ish feet below the bridge.
Did none of you see that?
See what?
See what?
Jason on his camera like stood up really fast from his bed and walked really fast.
Oh. Wow.
Opened every door to me. It's opened every cupboard upstairs as well.
The crucifixes did not help.
Nope. So it spawned somewhere else then.
I think it spawned here still.
Obviously it didn't help there.
Holy
What the hell?
shit.
Don't do that to me! What?
Oh, it scared the hell out of me.
What?
You're in the carriage already.
Oh. I accidentally took a photo. That's great.
Fabula, the originally.
You are roughly around 60-ish feet below the bridge.
Did none of you see that?
See what?
See what?
Jason on his camera like stood up really fast from his bed and walked really fast.
Whoa. Whoa. Guys. Guys. Hey, guys. What?
Viewers. I have more than Tavin. And it's my first stream. Wait, I have 5 viewers. I wouldn't think... Actually, how the hell did this tree get up here?
Screamer.
No, she's a full up.
Excuse me?
Yeah, and he sort of turns and says, "Yes."
Alright, so I had a really rough day.
That's the opener.
And oh yes, now I remember. Portal is fun, but not something I'll play. Because I don't have any friends to play with me.
Yes, you do.
Not Portal 2.
Yes, you do.
Maybe I do. I never planned to play it, but maybe I'll do.
En route.
Rookwood.
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Alright.
Revelio.
First. Yeah, we can't leave without you anyway, so you better come here. Hurry. Hurry.
You did it as well.
Take as many.
My tablet doesn't like.
Alright, everyone, we are back, and you are banned. Thank you.
I can't see anything.
No, you have to scroll, zoom in a lot.
Yeah.
No. The whole map is black.
You should have vision. Apparently not, but now you do. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can finally see.
Nice.
Not one.
15 with disadvantage.
Not bad.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
Yep.
Ooh, 22. I'll take that.
I'll have that.
I had a 9.
Nope.
But my initiative didn't roll. I rolled earlier, and I got a 9.
Alright.
Roll 20.
Well.
Can we please let me actually make the window big? Let go of the window. Thank you.
Don't know how to put. Why will it let me? Oh my god! It won't even let me change the initiative. Fine. There we go.
Alright, so let's see. Has everyone rolled initiative now?
I'm trying to roll for Ajira.
Oh right. Yes. Where's my good dog?
Yeah, but I believe Oscar goes directly after you.
Yeah.
Or did they have a separate?
No, he's a separate.
Yeah, he's separate. And it's Stoffel that isn't separate, but she's going directly after Beligor's turn.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Why would you do this, Nessa?
You need some sort of excitement, right?
Yeah. It's always exciting with enemies amassing.
Oh my god, my dog's more dexterous than I am.
How do I change my token?
You right click on it and you.
Oh, hey, they're monkey people!
Oh, thank you. Right click.
There's a snake lady! Is that an orc? That looks like an orc. There's a few orcs. There's another snake lady. Oh, there's an Aarakocra! Do we have to kill the arrow cropper? He's so pretty. There's another arrow cropper.
I mean, you have to kill all of them, or you can let them go, or you can befriend them and use them as pets. I don't know.
Help them kill Nessa? Wait, you want us to... Wait, can we make pets out of people?
I don't know.
Only if you ask nicely. And usually that
Leave
involves
it.
a contract.
I believe that's called a sidekick.
That depends.
We have this.
Why is everything
Oh.
30 feet? That's 60 feet. Let's go with that.
I thought you'd roll for... just for those types of tokens, but it seems you're rolling for every individual token.
Where the fuck
I'm
is
just saying
those?
it might be easier if you just roll for each token. Each type of token. It does. Every individual one.
I need to just drag
Evil
one
mage.
out.
Evil mage. Okay, I feel a lot less bad about killing these people.
Okay. Let's do
Literally in
those
their
as well.
name, evil.
Even more people.
There was 2 that I had misplaced.
Wrong layer.
No. I had just put out the wrong one, that's all. There we go. And there we go.
These bandit rolls better than us.
A rog bandit. What the fuck is in a rog?
An
Does anyone know what an
is
rog
is a stronger version of orc, if you will, because it's a mix between an orc and an ogre.
I was going to say orc and a frog. That would be quite amusing.
Well done, Nessa. Well done. Yeah, well done. Well done.
Well, I need you to score out with your style.
Yeah.
Zero self-preservation.
I have no self-preservation, you know that.
I was getting bored of Marlborough. I wanted to play a bard next anyway, so.
I mean, I already have a fighter rolled up, so.
Yeah, I have something also rolled up, but I don't want to miss this character and all the shenanigans that's gonna happen.
Same.
It just...
I think I got everyone.
This campaign.
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 21 enemies, and there's 21 people in this battle.
And he decided to roll for all of them.
Yeah, why
Instead of like,
just...
yeah, instead of like literally grouping them.
I was considering grouping them, but
Oh, this is gonna
You
hurt.
didn't.
I didn't. Nope. It happens. So
Nobody needed to do anything tonight, did they?
I'm fine.
So the 2 Adusis are gonna run forward towards can't get all the way. This one can though. And it's gonna attack the Stuffle.
What do they do?
Can I just ask why? Because they've not done anything yet. They've not even
We haven't
initiated.
done anything.
They're literally kind of not in the battle yet.
You'll find out.
It makes no sense. Okay.
That's a 20 hit.
Talking about rebellion.
That's a 20 hit, Stoffel.
20?
Yep.
Absolutely.
So Stoffel takes 16 points of piercing damage.
Holy fuck.
Can I just point out that the healer and the spellcaster at this point are both 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yep. You're very welcome to point it out.
Only use saving throws. Then it won't make a difference.
How much did you say? 16 damage.
But you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws due to being 3rd level exhaustion.
Or saving throws.
Use your attack stat.
Have speed.
Pause saving throws.
Yeah. Speed is also half.
So this mage over here is gonna fling a firebolt in your direction, this up, and misses entirely.
Very much so.
And Belegar, what are you
The
doing?
monkeys have just attacked your poor fault. Your
Belegar is going to shoot the one directly below him. This one.
Yep.
With his fancy new crossbow.
Come on,
So,
turn. There we go.
Where's the... Damn, there we go. So... 9. Quick. Hold on, do I have an inspiration point? I have an inspiration point. I'm going to spend the inspiration point to make advantage on the attack.
Yep.
And it hits.
Nice.
6 piercing damage.
So 19 does hit though. So.
But he has the crossbow expert, so he can shoot. No, wait, he only has 1 attack. Yeah. Only 1 action, yes.
Yes. But yeah, that's your turn, and directly after Stoffel.
Yep. There we go.
Make him scream!
He's going to do, as a bonus action, he's going to use Honey Badger Savagery, which gives him advantage to strength saves and adds 2 total damage rolls.
Nice.
And then he's going to do his multi-attack.
Go for it.
Which is a bite. Plus 7 hit. The guy right
That
in front
just hits.
Yeah. And it it's 1d6 plus 5 piercing damage.
You can just click on the where it says attack in the chat.
Right, 7 piercing for that, and then the claws.
Oof.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. With advantage. I just rolled it twice. No, wait. No, if it's... Yeah. Can I just roll it twice then?
No, just click on attack.
Click
Click on the attack and it will roll the damage.
Roll for crit anyway.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's automatically. Well,
there you go.
So, 16 slashing damage and 7 piercing.
How does Stoffel want to do this?
He essentially stands on his hind legs and just sort of rakes the entire torso of the enemy while biting the throat and tearing it off.
Nice. Anything else? Or is that your turn? Or Stoffel's turn?
I think that's my turn now.
Yep.
Belegar's going to...
you already have your turn, by the way.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, Stoffel's going to walk behind Belegar. Just like 15 feet.
Alright.
Something like that, yeah. And he's done.
Alright. And it's the UNT, and she is going to...
Did the guy die? The enemy?
Yes, he did. There you go. And she's gonna dash. As she's swimming through the water. Yep. That's her turn. And now it's the archer's turn. And he is going to shoot at you, Nessa.
Miss.
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 Miss. That's his turn. The lizard, however, is gonna run back and actually, yeah, he's gonna run behind you and try to flank and take you from behind.
Dun, dun, dun.
With
That's what she said.
Advantage. One with his heavy club. 20.
Ooh, just hit.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
For 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna slam his shield into your
Just hits
back.
again.
For 4 piercing.
Nice. Okay.
And that's his turn. And now it's Bane's turn. And he's looking at you, Nessa. This. You always have to interrupt my plans. Even this fucking ambush you have to ruin. What should I do with you?
Nice.
You know what? Jump in the water. And he's gonna cast command on you.
Can command do that though? Because
One word.
Oh yeah. Dive.
Yeah. And then it wouldn't. You can't do anything that would be harmful, can you?
How do you mean?
Would drown technically in heavy armor, so you can't tell somebody to like kill themselves.
Nope, you can't do that. And as I say, she's wearing heavy armor, so it would negate the fact that she'd possibly be killed.
Her instinct to survive would be stronger than the spell's
Technically,
effects.
dive could mean dive along the ground.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you could.
He's
be
trying to
made
make you dive and swim, but it's up to your interpretation, of course.
Commander roll.
I just imagine her floating on the ground.
What is it? Is it a wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah.
Nessa is gonna dive right straight into his chest.
Yeah, you succeed without any issues.
She just goes like that.
But wouldn't it be funnier if she dived onto him?
I mean,
Yeah, if I would have. When it's my go, maybe.
Yep.
Can't do it now, can I?
Nope.
No.
Now it's one of the mages, and he's gonna run up here, and it's gonna shoot firebolt at you, Yensha.
Mm-hmm.
For 18.
Hits.
And you take 6 points of fire damage.
Welcome to the campaign.
You're gonna die.
What
Yeah.
can I say except you're welcome? And that's its turn. Yeah. Cass.
Yes. I'm just gonna double check something. Nope. 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 Turn. Yeah, I can make that work. Cass is gonna pinch the bridge of his nose, walk up, to... Where would I need to be for that? Yep. Walk up about here.
Yeah.
And you see him just lift his hands and do a square sign with his hands. And this whole area from the cart to from here, including this guy, hello, ping, and this person is going to get absolutely covered in what looks like sugar, because I haven't rolled for that yet. Let me see, it's a D4. As you just hear a... Ooh, that's a 4, that's a nice one. What's the word? You just hear him mutter something under his breath. And a D4 is... it's not that great. The entire ground seems to just be covered in blackish brown, and drops form in the sky as everything is now covered in molasses. As he casts Nether's mischief on the area.
Alright.
So it's now difficult terrain.
Alright.
And then he's gonna take a half a step this way. So I have 30... No, wait, he can move here. Because his speed is halved.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So where's he cast it?
Let me see. I can show that. Well, nope. It's a 20-foot square. You can just about hit this. Just about this guy. That one. And that one.
Like this? Sort of? Or, well...
Yeah, it's just turned so it doesn't hit Nessa.
Yeah. There we go. Like that.
Yep.
Alright. Difficult terrain. Cool.
Can you show that it's difficult terrain so we know?
Let's do this then.
Wait, where there? Hold that. Hold it.
Wait.
Get it right and hold it. Right.
No, that's not the right one. No, wait.
Right, one to the left.
No, that's not the right one either. There we go.
Right. Hold that. There you go.
And
Nice.
each... Yeah.
Boom!
It will change on
Right.
each of my consecutive turns. So, for now, it's difficult terrain.
Yeah,
Nice.
but now we know
Yeah.
where it is.
Yeah. And no, you did your movement as well, so I assume
Yep.
there's not much else.
No, I don't have any bonus action.
Yeah. This one is gonna run at you, Nessa. This Orog Bandit, which is pretty big. Not large, but he's tall. And it's gonna swing a great axe at you. For 20.
Just hits.
For 7 slashing damage. And other one. The other one is gonna dash forward. Oh wait, that's difficult terrain.
Difficult
Good. Okay, so
So unless you have...
45 movement. Well, actually, it'll be 15 there, and then...
okay, so wait. So you can
Yeah, 45 movement.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
It will be here actually. I think 30. Yeah,
but
there.
Because it'd be 15.
Yeah.
And
he's going to throw a javelin. Disadvantage at. He's gonna try and hit Belegar. Disadvantage. 13?
13. Let's see.
Can he throw it through his... or is it...
13. I have armor class 13, so...
It just hits then.
Alright.
So you take 7 points of piercing damage. And yeah, he's throwing over. So...
That's what it works exactly.
Yeah, so it's not like an arrow. It's not going in a straight line. It's throwing over and it's going like this.
Do we still have temporary hit points?
No.
No.
Alright, that's so...
That was 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
Well, that's what happens when we don't enter combat.
Yeah.
But I had mine disabled.
So that's the Orc Bandits.
Wrong.
Now it's Oscar.
Wolf.
Master Beast. You're muted.
I am. Are you sure?
Not anymore.
Now,
No, you're not.
no, you're not.
But yeah, he sees the hazards attacking his booties. And he just jumps up and attacks.
Your mic.
You're really low.
You're really low.
I'm really low.
Yeah, it's like your mic is really.
normal, and then as we went on, it dropped.
Hello?
Yeah, we
Can barely hear you.
can barely hear you.
Barely.
What about now?
Same. Like either you have the mic really, really low or far away from it.
No, it's right here. It shouldn't be.
No, it's good.
There
No, it's
you
good.
are.
No, that's better.
Yep,
That's miles better.
that works.
Okay.
Tech goblins.
Yes.
Of course. Always take goblins.
Damn it, Microsoft!
Ah. He does not shine, unfortunately.
No, it was close though. But yeah, he tries to attack this Hadusi, but the Hadusi is too agile and dodges.
Yeah. Because all he manages to do is like bite his trouser leg and go. But that's fine.
Yep. Marber. Master Cleric.
So he's gonna move past Belegar 15 feet.
Yep.
To put him there. And okay, 60 feet. So the only one I can really get to is either. So he's gonna look at the guy in front of him, just point his finger, and just be like, "I am tired of this," and he's gonna use Toll the Dead.
Well, it is a save though. So what's the save? Is it a wisdom?
Wisdom,
Yes.
I do see wisdom. Totally fails. So roll damage.
Yeah. 1d8 necrotic damage.
1d12.
Is he hurt?
Didn't Belegar hit him?
Yeah, Beligo hit him.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
It's 1d12.
1d12.
Nice.
Ding dong, how do you want to do this?
He's just gonna, because he's so tired and he's not really paying attention to what spells he's using. He's gonna point, and the person's just gonna collapse on the floor in front of him.
You can just see like blood drip out of his ears and eyes. Like, oh, collapse and dead. Anything else, or is that your turn?
I'm too far away to help someone who's surrounded by people at the moment.
I'm used to it.
I mean,
she's angry.
Yeah.
If I was close enough, I could give you a +2 to your AC.
Well, in that case,
handy.
it's this archer, and this archer is gonna go around here, and is gonna shoot. You're just in range and actually in vision too. So it's gonna shoot an arrow, or 2 arrows actually, on you, Cass, and misses horribly on the first.
And
the
second.
So basically, he's shooting, and then the arrow kind of just snaps back for some reason, and when he shoots it again, he realizes it actually went in half, so it doesn't even hit you at all. And that's his turn. And Nessa, finally your turn. What you gonna do?
I am going to strike at Ben.
Yeah. Go for it.
11.
No, that does not hit.
Okay. Well, I have made an attack. It doesn't matter if I hit or not. I'm going to use my bonus action to try and shove him backwards. 5 foot. Using Shield Master. So it'll be strength versus strength.
Alright. Strength save, I assume.
Yep. 12. Oh, 6 even better.
Yep,
So, yeah,
he gets pushed back.
She just literally just launches an attack. He dodges it, and she just goes with a shield.
Nice.
Knocks him back.
Anything else you want to do, or are you staying where you are?
I'm surrounded. I can't really go anywhere, so I just kind of look at him and go, "Is that all you got? Come on, I thought you was better than this."
Yeah. Can I just go, you little bitch, I'll take care of you properly this time. And with that, it's our Cockra's turn. It is difficult terrain, however, our Cockra is gonna fly.
Covered in molasses.
Covered in molasses.
Yes. Let me double check that,
Or
because
actually,
I think it's
since-
the entire area.
Since it's covered in
It's
molasses.
like a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot cube.
Up, down, left, right, all the directions.
Yeah.
I mean, feathers and molasses can't be good for your flying speed.
He's gonna dash towards the water. And he'll shoot an arrow at Marber.
Is he a rogue?
Hmm?
Is he a rogue? Is he a rogue?
No.
Dash is an action then.
Oh yeah, fuck. Never mind. I've been working all day, okay? I'm tired. Can't do anything else.
Rules lawyer, we'll save you.
Yep. Good. But now it's Ajira's turn, and she is debating whether she should join at all or not. But she doesn't like fire.
She did see Cassie getting hit, or attacked.
Yep. So she is gonna basically jump over Null and Yensha and run forward to here and attack the mage. Because fire is not pleasant. And she will attack with tentacles. Nope. Nope. But she will try to claw him as well. That hits. For 9 points of slashing damage. Not bad, not bad. And that's her turn. Rickon.
Yes, Rickon will move. Here. And he's going to take a shot at the lizard, the dragonborn, behind Nessa.
Oh yeah. Go for it.
So he takes out his gun. He's like, oh, alright. Goes nothing, and he aims and shoots.
Roll an attack. That misses.
Does his gun have a misfire? I don't think it's on this, but
Why are we all rolling shit?
I don't know, it's shit in it.
And they're rolling like 20s and shit.
Roll 20 hates us today.
Yep.
You got proficiency,
my
right?
AC is 20.
I've got proficiency now, yeah.
Yeah. So misfire is 2. And you rolled
A 2.
So your gun fires, but it's probably been damaged by all the water in the storm, and it kind of jams, and you need to sort of fix it. It's fixable.
He shoves it. He shoves it in his holster.
Yeah.
Like fucking useless technology. He picks out his katana and he cuts his hand.
Yep.
And it ignites with red flame.
Yep.
And he'll take 4 ouch necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way. So yeah, he's pissed about the gun, and he cuts himself a little bit deeper than he should have.
Yep.
And I will point my blade at Nessa, completely ignoring everybody else. And I go, You left a fucking letter! That's all you hear him shout. And now Nessa knows we're here. And a very angry Rickon pointing his sword.
Yeah. Alright. No.
Nessa just replied, bit busy.
You left a fucking letter!
Yeah, Noel is just gonna skip along everything. Where the hell is... Just bara skip through the field and stand next to Nessa. Good to see you again.
Can you move through the molasses?
Yeah, I have the mobile feet.
Oh,
yeah, you
right.
ignore difficult terrain.
Wait, that's... I need to recheck. 80. Yeah, I need to use 2 dash to get next to Nessa. I remember that I have a 40 speed now, not 30. But I'm just gonna skip along through everyone and hi, nice to meet you again. Been missing you. And end my turn.
Nessa looked kind of confused. They're like, what? And then, and I need that guy.
Yep. You need him alive, not others, right? Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, so I end my turn.
Yep. Yensha, your first round of this campaign.
Very confused over the guy cutting himself, the skippity-doo running through the molasses. She just stands there like... Okay. Does she recognize any of these people?
You have seen the black armored guy that goes by the name of Bane. He has he is basically part of the Black Squad mercenaries, and he joined not too long ago and has risen among the ranks quite fast. He's not a leader by any means, but he's relatively middle high rank-ish. And you also have seen the Yuan Ti, which she's not really part of any gang. She's just like, if they need me, they need me. She does any kind of work, really. And you also know the lizard man.
Lizard man. This guy.
Yeah. He is part of... he's not part of the Black Squad, but he often works with them.
So does she think of them as enemies, or does she think that these people are just insane?
The Black Squad is, generally speaking, brutish, aggressive. They don't have any morals to follow. So they are known to be slavers. They are known to be doing all kinds of shit, and they smuggle a lot of things as well. So they have a lot of underground things as well.
Yeah.
Not the greatest bunch. No one would miss them if they died.
She will run over here and she will start a rage.
All right.
And since she can't go down in the water because Kitty don't like water, she will throw a hand axe
At
this thing because she can't throw through a beast.
all right. Roll an attack.
Oh, that's good.
Nice. That hits definitely. 9 points of damage. Bad. She looks relatively hurt and she's like, Jesus! Did you have to throw it at me when swimming?
She will just give a very disturbing, wicked smile with her canine teeth.
You pussycat.
Snake.
Duh.
Or would I say leather boots by now?
I'll make you eat that.
And that's my turn.
Yeah. And then it's the Haduse's turn. But since it's getting quite late,
And it's dead.
that one is also dead, yeah, and that one too. So technically it's the mage turn. But since it's getting kind of late, I think we'll end the session there. And keep the rest of the combat for the next session.
I'm not here. Yay!
Yeah, when you're not here. But we'll see. But we'll be back next Saturday with some more Calamity of Astralia. So if you want to watch some more, check that out then. And watch these people slaughter a very, very difficult battle as per usual, because they don't have chill in their bodies or their veins or their minds at all. But
Yeah, but you did good. You spread everything out.
yes, spread everything out, and also I gave you a wide variety of things to kill, not just average bandits. So hope you enjoyed that. And welcome Lilith to the campaign. And
Already trying to throw people.
yeah, very interesting first impression. And welcome back, Gas. And sadly, Gas won't be here next week, but the week after he shall be back permanently, because he doesn't have a choice after that. Anything else he has to say no to? It's you belong to me now. You heard it here
That's fine.
first.
I'll be coming to you for paying bills.
That's good. That's good. I don't have any money, so good luck with that.
I can try.
Yeah, you can always try.
Slave labor.
Yeah, slave labor. Yeah, let's go. But yeah. So before we end tonight's session and raid out, we're gonna go through favorite moments of tonight's session. And let's start with Lilith, as you are the new player. So who are you? Who are you playing? And what was your favorite moment?
Hi, I'm Lilith, or Lily. I play Yensha, or Yen for short. My favorite moment must be Yen trying to be like, please, for the love of God, I don't want you to lose your head, and being like, no, we're gonna talk about this fucking rebellion wide open. And she's like, shut the fuck up.
Yep. That sounds
For the
about right.
love of God!
Speaking of unspeakable things like rebellions, Belegar, who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
I'm Sir Duck, and I'm playing the Dwarf Ranger Belagod and his pet Honey Badger. I think my favorite moment was possibly when Null essentially just ran up to Nessa and said hi.
Yeah.
I just imagine that the scene from Lilo and Stitch going, hi.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi. Speaking of speedy salutations, Null, who are you playing? And what was your favorite moment?
No, I'm Emil or Fate of Night. I'm playing Null, the Changeling Rogue Sorcerer. Favorite moment? When Yen scared Stoffel. First, Stoffel didn't manage to scare anyone, and then he got totally scared.
Yeah, everyone's like, I'm so over this, and then Yen's just like, boo.
Yeah.
It was a good moment. Speaking of someone who did not want to be frightened by said Stoffel and was tired of it a lot, was Rickon. Who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, I found it that bit very funny because Belagar was immediately like, "How could you do that? How could you scare someone like that?" And we're all like, "You just tried to do that, you hypocrite! You literally did the exact same thing." But yeah, yeah, I guess my favorite moment is we're just like trotting along, and there's a bunch of mercenaries just doing shady shit. And I'm like, move on, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna move on. And then Nessa's like, Paladin! And we're like, no! They're doing lawfully and lawful things, and we're like, we're in a city where they do everybody does this. We're never going to be able to leave the city. She's going to stop for every single fucking crime, and we're going to die before we leave the city.
If only you knew.
Let's hope that Nessa has low wisdom and someone might suggest a different course of action.
We can be friends, but that she will know.
So speaking of jumping into the heat of battle, Nessa, who are you playing? What was your favorite moment?
I am Gaz, aka the Hopeless Ned. I am Nessa Rose Willow, the Human Paladin, guest for tonight and permanent apparently in a couple of weeks. And my favourite moment's already been taken with Null running up to Nessa going hi, and maybe Rickon shouting, "You left a note," and Nessa going, "Bit busy."
Yep. That note was pretty nice.
What's worse is because I'm not here next week, Nessa's going to do her thing and just disappear again. It's like, bye.
Yeah, quite literally.
Especially as soon as I find out why she's doing what she's doing.
Yep. How to segue this? Speaking of being confused, Marber, who are you playing? What was your favorite moment? Because I can't come up with anything, so I'm confused right now.
Hello, I'm Oopski playing Marba Alrul, the troops traveling hothead. I guess Marba's favorite part of this was like obviously being exhausted with Cass and having a bonding moment where they're sat on the bench, like passing his pipe between each other. Like, let's just, we're done with this shit. Like, let's crack on. Like,
yeah. Speaking of potheads and sharing, Cass, who are you? What's your favorite moment?
Hi, I'm Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there, since Lilith is here.
Yes!
I'm the GM and channel runner over at the Lorite, which will be back on August 1st. And I play Casparino's Day, the overly exhausted enchantment wizard, and my favorite moment was Cass literally being carried by the gigantic Leonin. And
Mule style.
Yeah, and I just imagine him this his face towards the back of everyone, just the entire time. Because he's not gonna fight himself loose from that. Come on.
He doesn't need to walk.
Yeah. And then I just imagine Sapphire on his head, just
And
as
Noel
usual.
was behind using telekinetic, so he would have seen that face all the time.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
No, that was great. I really enjoyed that.
Yep. Speaking of being carried by my players, hello, I am Vitskugga, and I am the Dungeon Master and also the streamer of this stream, if you didn't realize it already. And my favorite moment... I'd say the little back and forth conversation between Yensha and the UNT. That was pretty funny. But I also really liked / hated Cass's molasses.
The best part is that that's not the best thing that there's mischief can do.
I'm just sad it's not flammable.
I didn't notice anything, I was just skipping through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just put molasses in their asses. So, yeah.
We were laughing at them when Mama... Oh, you're stuck. Bye.
There's so many things you can use that for now, and it's kind of worrisome, that combination. But
I have to ask, is that the official spell, third party, or homebrew?
Nathir's Mischief?
Yeah.
It's from Fist Spans.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
It has 4 different effects. One is Charmed by Cass. One is Blinded for a turn. One is Incapacitated for a turn. And the worst one is this one, where it's just difficult terrain.
I like this one.
And you roll it at the start of each turn. So I can do that and have an action.
Yeah.
As long as no one knocks me out. You know.
I
It's a
used
concentration
it in
spell.
Cycles one shot. Is that why you decided to choose it?
I mean, it's Draconic and Fey.
Nice.
So of course I'm gonna use it. I used it against the werewolves as well.
I just picked it because wild magic, and it was
It's
chaotic.
funny.
So I was like, yeah. It suits the wild magic fairy perfectly. Just random. Every spell I picked had a multi-choice where you could just. I had to. I was like, that's the best chaotic pick I can pick.
It's so good. I love it.
All right. But with that, we're gonna raid out. And I'm thinking we should raid it's DMAC, who is currently streaming the Outlast Trials, and he's celebrating 4 years as an affiliate on Twitch. So I think, it's good choice. Plus, not only do you get it's a DMAC, but you also get Elements, Jarl's Hype, and Sober Potato. So chaos, in other words.
Yes. Absolute
And
chaos.
we all love chaos. To some degree. So, let's read out to its DMAC and give him some love and support. And we'll be back next Saturday. And yeah. I think that's about it. So until next time, hope you have a wonderful evening. Stay safe. Good night. And goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.